Take one. Hi guys, so it's been a long time since I've posted a video. I do have a reason for that. Me and my boyfriend have just moved in. This is our new house and our first home together, so that's kept us very busy. And also a couple of weeks after we moved in here, we went to Florida on our holiday. We did buy a hell of a lot of stuff. I would like to say before I get started that we saved for an entire year for this holiday, just for our spending money alone. So we went with the intention of buying a lot of stuff, and we did buy a lot of stuff, and we didn't come back with much of our spending money left over. I watched a lot of haul videos before we left to get an idea of the kind of things I could buy from Universal and from Disney, just to see if there's anything specific I could pick up and the kind of prices they were, so I knew how much money to take. They were very helpful to me, and I thought I'd return the favour and help anyone else out there who needs the same sort of information. So I will include prices on everything that I record. Prices do not include tax. Orlando generally charges about 6.5% tax on top of the labelled price. I'm going to jump straight in with the Harry Potter stuff. I was in my element and it was just a fantastic time, and I loved all the rides. I didn't want to leave, I just wanted to live there forever. So I'm going to get started on showing you all my Harry Potter haul right now. One of the first things I got is this Burnout Ravenclaw t-shirt. It is just blue on top with lines on the sleeves. It's this thin burnout material. Here's the Ravenclaw crest on there. It says Ravenclaw at the bottom. And it says the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at the top there. It is a large. Most clothes I get are between a small and a medium. For some reason this particular t-shirt and a couple of other items of clothing just within the Wizarding World came up quite small. So I would recommend trying all the clothing on before you buy it. That was $21.95 before tax. I also visited Borgin & Burke's, which is just off Diagon Alley, down Nocturne Alley. They have all Death Eater memorabilia in there. I'm not usually into all the dark art side of it, but I wanted something to do with that because it was a gorgeous shop. So the t-shirt I got is this one. It says Avada Kedavra. And once again it has the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Again, it is a large. On this one all the seams are blacked out. And it is a female fit t-shirt with a low v-neck on it. And that was also $21.95. One of the more expensive clothing items I bought, which I did budget for, was a jumper or a sweater or a hooded jacket. So I got this sweater. It looks like a sports sweater, I suppose. Crew neck. This is a small and it is looser fitting. It fits me well, but it's not tight. So it just says Ravenclaw in blue, surrounded by white. Around the bottom, kind of like a ragged seam. It's very comfy, very warm. It's very soft fleece inside. On the left arm have the Ravenclaw crest, which is just a thin cotton patch and it's just sewn on the arm there. This was $59.95 before tax, so one of the more expensive items, but I budgeted for it and it was worth it. So, of course, some of the things I had to sample whilst I was there was the Harry Potter confectionery. I have had a few things like the Bertie Bott's Every Flavour beans and the chocolate frogs before, so I wanted to try something different. In fact, I didn't buy any of those items because I wanted to try all the new stuff that I hadn't seen before. I did buy one chocolate frog, and amazingly enough, I have managed to get wizarding card that I have been after for a long time, and it is Rowena Ravenclaw. What? Rowena Ravenclaw. I bought one chocolate frog the whole trip, and I got the one card that I needed. Next up is, of course, the Skiving snack boxes. You can buy an entire box that has all of the Skiving snack boxes in them, all the items in them, but it is about $40, and you only get a small amount of each of the sweets in the compartments. So for about half the amount, maybe a bit more, I bought 3 of the Skiving snack box items. Nosebleed nougat. It just says made with milk chocolate, pistachios and white pearl toppings. I haven't actually eaten these, so I'll try them on camera. You get 3 in a box. I'm going to take one of the pearls off the top first. Okay, it's basically a round M&M. It's actually really good. Next up is Fever Fudge. It comes in some blue packaging, vanilla fudge with jelly beans. This one comes with 2 slabs of fudge. The jelly beans aren't that bad, they just taste like cinnamon jelly bellies, which I really love. The fudge is disgusting. It has like a consistency of wax. Last but not least is Fainting Fancies. Orange and lemon fruit gummies. Okay, so you actually get quite a lot in this one. There are 2 packs of 2, so you actually get 4 of these large jelly discs. Oh, it's very sugary and sweet. Each of the Skiving snack box snacks were $6.95. Next up was some chocolate from Honeydukes. I got these, which are exploding bonbons. Orange and pineapple flavoured bonbons. You get 10 bonbons for $9.95. So I'll open one. Just in these little orange foils. See, little white chocolate candy. Ow. It's actually made from pineapple popping candy. The next sweet item I got was once again from Weezy's Wizard Wheezes. You know poo. The constipation sensation that is gripping the nation. Green M&Ms. Literally just like an M&M. They were $6.95. Next I got this item from Honeydukes. It's peppered imps, or pepper imps. These were $6.95 as well. Small hard boiled sweets with sugar on, and these ones are cinnamon flavoured. One thing I thought I'd give a go whilst I was there, it is pumpkin juice. The lid is a pumpkin. I want to say it was $8.95. It tasted like somebody had liquidized pumpkin apple cinnamon pie something. No, it's not for me. It's disgusting. Okay, next I thought I'd go with toys. So let's start off with my Pygmy Puff. When you buy it from Weezy's Wizard Wheezes, they have a whole naming ceremony. You choose it, and when you go to pay for it, they ask you what you wish to name your Pygmy Puff, and then they ring a giant bell, which obviously makes everyone stare at you, and they say, "Hear, hear, Catherine from England has decided to name her Pygmy Puff Jeff." Yes, I named her Jeff. Him Jeff. When she asked me his name, all I could think of was 21 Jump Street, when Channing Tatum goes, "My name is Jeff." Next I got a Remembrall. This is just plastic, and there is a small button on the front, and you press it and it lights up. It was $15.95. Oh, and sorry, my Pygmy Puff was also $15.95. The last toy item I bought was this Dolores Umbridge on a unicycle. It has these two wheels at the back, so you can actually put it on the floor, and there is this switch at the back. If you turn it on, she actually pedals. So there you go. It's just so amazing, and it really it looks a spitting image of the one out of the film. But yeah, you can actually put that on the floor and it'll move along the floor. I'm not 100% how much she was. I think she was about $21.95. One of the things I got from one of the shops that was as I exited Hogwarts Castle ride was this cardboard version of Hogwarts Castle. It basically comes flat pack in this box, and the box becomes the base, and you pop all these pieces out and you fold them up, and there's little tabs that make them stick together, and you don't need any glue, you don't need any scissors or anything. It's a 3D castle, and you just attach all the pieces together, build it up, and it actually has LEDs inside. There you can see it is lit up. There are 4 LEDs, one in the front and one in each spire essentially, and it just shines through the cardboard and any gaps that are in there, and it's just a small battery pack that sits inside the base. That was $14.95, which I think was really reasonable. I didn't think it would turn out to be as good as it is. It looks fantastic sitting on my shelf. The next thing I bought was kind of a spontaneous buy. I didn't even know they existed, but we went on a shopping trip and I didn't spend half as much money as I thought I would, so I had a lot of money left over. There was a Universal shop at our hotel because we were stopping at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort. So we went into the Universal shop, and in the Harry Potter section they had these prints. They are by the Printorium. It is an official limited edition print. This is 1062 of 1250. It has a little stamp in the bottom there. It says the number on it, and it is just a frame. It says 2014 because that's when these were produced, and it just has the Hogwarts Castle with a little hippogriff, and it has the Hogwarts gates with Hogsmeade in the bottom there. It just says Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry on the pillars, and it says a celebration of Harry Potter, January 24th to the 26th, 2014. So I'm guessing they brought these out for a special event at Harry Potter. And on the back it has just the Printorium.com, and it has the certificate of authenticity on there. This was $69. I think I paid $73 overall with tax. So that is pretty much the exact amount that I had left over from our shopping trip. So I thought I'd treat myself, and I'm going to get this framed and put up on the wall. The next ornament I bought was from Borgin & Burke's. Like I said before, it's full of skulls and spiders and dark marks and all sorts. But I fell in love with the skulls. This one is just a black smoky glass effect. It's not actual glass, it's like resin, or you know, the plastic stuff. It wasn't very expensive either. It was $12.95, and it has quite a fair amount of weight to it, and it was a nice little affordable trinket. Universal was full of places we could get Christmas ornaments, so I just had to have a Harry Potter one. This is my Harry Potter ornament. It is ceramic. It just has the Hogwarts castle on it, and as you go around it has Ron, Hermione, Neville, Ginny, Luna and Harry. They all look pretty young, so this is quite early on in the films. It's a cream colour with a gold edging. In between these characters is a little hole, and I was told that this hole in the base, you're meant to put a Christmas tree light into it. The light will shine out of the edges of this ornament, which was really appealing to me. It was a nice little thing extra, because it was quite expensive. This was $21.95. That's a nice little trinket for our Christmas tree. On our first visit to the Wizarding World, we got early park admission, so we managed to do all the rides rather quickly. But what I noticed was on the Gringotts ride, Escape from Gringotts ride, a lot of the queue section was closed off. We went again near the end of our visit, and we went slightly later in the day, so the entire queue was open, and I didn't know the first time we went, but they actually take your picture on entering. It comes in this envelope. It just says Gringotts on it. I assume that's the Gringotts crest. It looks like a document folder essentially. They just tell you to come and get your identification photo, and your entire group gets photographed together. This is the photo. I've put it in a frame for display purposes. It says Gringotts at the bottom, and it tells you the date you visited. It says the Bank of Gringotts, prepared and approved by so and so. It says the Bank of Gringotts stamp in the corner there. It's just a nice little souvenir. It did cost $19.95 for the one picture. I'm not really into getting ride photos, but this wasn't actually on the ride, so it's quite a nice photo, and it was a nice souvenir. Last but not least, for the Harry Potter stuff, I bought some pins. I'll start with this. This one is Hedwig. She's carrying the Harry Potter Hogwarts letter on a cloudy background with a glittering sky, and she's just on this spring, so she moves. I thought the moon would glow in the dark, but it doesn't. I have a feeling that this pin was $11.95, I think. It was either $11.95 or $14 or $13.95. I'm sorry, I don't have like the actual base for it. I'm just guessing with that one. I also got this Holyhead Harpies pin and this Chudley Cannons pin. If you've read the books, you'll know that they are Quidditch teams. And Ginny Weasley actually ends up playing for the Holyhead Harpies, and Ron Weasley's favourite Quidditch team is the Chudley Cannons. So I thought it was a nice little souvenir that wasn't too obvious. It doesn't say Harry Potter on it. You'll only know what they are if you've read the books. Those two were from a stand outside the Hogwarts castle. I think they were $9.95 each. This golden snitch pin. So it's got silver wings and a gold body. Doesn't do anything, but that's a gorgeous pin. And that one was $9.95. And then last but not least, from Harry Potter, I got this Nocturne Alley pin. And it's just exactly like the actual road sign for Nocturne Alley. And this sign is actually at the parks and tells you where Nocturne Alley is. So I just thought it was really unique. And that one was $8.95. And scene.